Good morning. Welcome to part 1 of prison volunteering for women. I'm so excited that you're interested, and this video is also for those of you that have been doing this a lot. I know from experience it's easy, the more that you do prison volunteering, to get lax in the rules, to forget, to kind of go through the motions and then forget the important things. And so this is something that I just decided to do, is make some videos that we can watch. I can update them whenever I need to, but just to watch and remind ourselves of what is important so that we don't forget the essentials. So part 1 today, we're going to talk about dress code, what to wear and not to wear in prison, and then also what can we take in and what can we not take in. So that's what we're going to target today. So number 1, no cell phones or smartwatches. Never, ever, ever. This is automatic felony in a lot of states. So no cell phones, no smartwatches. Just leave them in the car. And ask each other. This is something we are constantly asking each other. Do you have your cell phone on you? And do you have your cell phone on you? Even if you've been doing this for 20 years, because it's very easy to have a cell phone in a pocket and forget till you get up there. And even if you forget and you go through the scanner and they find a cell phone, that's it. That's it for you. So you have to be very careful with cell phones and smartwatches. So if it's a watch like this and it connects to your cell phone, that's considered a cell phone or a smartwatch. So same thing. Don't wear them. Just get an old-fashioned watch for $8 at Walmart and have that be your prison watch. That's what I do. As far as dress code for women, we just say dress modest and professional. So if that is typically what you would wear to church, or what you would wear to the office if you have an office job, that's kind of what we look for, is just modest and professional. So just be careful that your clothes aren't too tight, because again, we're just going to err on the side of caution. So make sure your clothes aren't too tight, and then your neckline is appropriate, because you may be bending over and you don't want to always have to check that. So just yeah, just make wise choices as far as that goes. Now, there are some rules that prisons in most states, I'm going to be giving you rules that are definitely for Florida and Arkansas, because those are the ones that we travel in the most. But a lot of states will have these as well. Absolutely no camouflage allowed. No shorts, no sleeveless shirts. These are rules that the prisons have given us. No 3/4 pants. And just know that if you have like an underwire bra as a woman, that is going to set off the alarm. Now, you can wear them, but it's going to make you have to be patted down every time you go in. So that's up to you. If those are things that you wear, just know that you'll have an automatic pat down. Only closed-toed shoes. This is just a safety thing, but it has to be closed-toed shoes. If you are wearing a skirt, that's fine. Just make sure your skirt length is at least to your knee, because again, you're going to be bending over, you're going to be sitting sometimes in front. Sometimes we're on a little bit of a stage, and so just remember, you know, if you're up, people can see up. So just be conscious of those kind of things as you're picking out your wardrobe. You want to be comfortable. The days are long. They're 6 to 8 hours a day. And so you want to have comfy clothes that are professional and modest, if you can get all three in one thing. Also, just so you know, a lot of prisons inside are very cold, very chilly. And so I always bring like a little cardigan sweater just in case I get chilly. I can throw that on instead of like freezing the whole day. People ask me about jewelry. It's really up to you. People wear earrings and necklaces, and I wear this in a lot. I wear my wedding band and my wedding rings. Some people don't like the riskiness of taking in expensive jewelry. That's completely up to you. It's perfectly permissible, but that you're responsible for things, so that's up to you. You can wear your hair whatever way you want. Just know that a lot of times hairpins, like bobby pins, will set off the metal detectors, and so we have had people have, you know, a beautiful updo and then they have to take all their pins out. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. Also, clothes for days that we aren't in prison. Just something comfy and modest. You know, we just, there'll be a couple days. Usually we have 3-day weekends, sometimes 2 days, depending on how long our seminars are. But you just bring something that you're comfortable in. Some people will just wear, you know, jeans, a t-shirt, whatever. We typically just take those times to rest, to recoup, to reorganize, to get ready for the next week of seminars. So feel free to bring those extra clothes that you can just lounge in, be comfortable in, rest and relax in. That would be good. We also do church on Sundays, so keep that in mind, bringing church clothes for that. We try to make that a priority. The weather in Florida and Arkansas, basically in any time of the year, is going to be warm, pretty much. Florida especially. Anytime that we've had a trip in Florida, it's always in the time of year that's going to be warm. And humid. Keep that in mind when you're picking out different things. It's going to be warm, it's going to be humid. All right, as far as what to take in and not to take into prison. You may take in unopened water bottles. We always bring water, you know, buy some Aquafina or something like that. And so we will take those, but they have to be unopened or you can't take them in. So we always take in water bottles, snacks, lunches. That's completely up to you. Some people prefer to just not have to think about that and they just fast for the day while they're in prison and they eat when they get out. That's up to you. As long as your lunch is either prepackaged in clear type things, you know, like a granola bar or whatever, you can take those in. Or if you want to make a lunch, and you can put it in a clear Ziploc bag, or even a clear like container, plastic container. That's fine, as long as they can see inside, they will allow it in usually. And so I always take my own lunch in, especially when I was pregnant. I was just like having to eat all the time, little bits. You can totally do that, take in a lunch, and then we eat while the ladies are on their lunch break. Now keep in mind those lunches can be 10 minutes or they can be 2 hours. Again, flexibility is a big deal in prison. Always take in your Bible, smaller the better, just because then you don't have to tote around as much stuff, but no loose papers or pictures in your Bible. That's something they don't like to have to rifle through, because they'll be looking through your whole Bible in security. Basically, don't take anything in there to leave. Like, don't take anything into prison that you plan on leaving there, and then don't take anything out that you didn't go in with. That's the main rule. Don't take anything in there that you plan on leaving, and don't take anything out that you didn't come in with, okay? Those are the main things. It's really important. And I just basically take a little bag, I put in my lunch, my Bible, I might have a pen, just make sure they're not the 3mm pens, just like a normal pen is fine, but you don't want the ones that are really sharp, because those are contraband. So those are the main things. Your dress code, what to wear and not to wear, and then what to take in and not to take in. If you have any questions regarding those two things, just shoot me an email or text, and I'll try to answer those as soon as possible. Part 2 is going to be rules in prison, conduct, how do we respond, what do we talk about or not talk about, that kind of thing. Part 3 is going to be kind of our schedule, kind of what does our schedule look like on a typical day, what does our lodging look like, and then part 4 is going to be just a bunch of random helpful tips to kind of wrap everything together. Part 5 is we're going to talk a little bit about vulnerability and transparency in prison. How do we do that? How do we connect deeply with these women and yet not share too much personal stuff? That whole thing. And then part 6 is going to be on the importance of prayer. So it's going to be 6 videos. I'm going to try to make them as short as possible so you're not looking, it could be a 2-hour training video if we did everything at once. But I'm going to try to do 10, 20-minute segments. That way they're easier for you to digest and you can process them and then go to the next one when you're ready. Again, shoot me any emails or texts with questions that you might have, and I hope this is helpful for you. Looking forward to volunteering with you soon.